All right, welcome to this episode of Beauty to Bank. My name is Season Bennett, and I am your host each week. I come here to inspire you, motivate you, and help you learn of all the ways that you can make money without standing behind the chair. We're going to give everybody just a moment to gather about a 60-second countdown here. So I'm going to go ahead and turn that on and give everybody just a moment to gather because I want to make sure you guys get all these coins, all this information. So go ahead and share this right now with a friend. And I'm back. All right, guys, I'm so happy that you guys are here today. I have a big announcement. If you guys know my story, you guys know that it took me almost 5 years to learn how to make six figures with digital products alone. Okay, obviously, you guys know my story of quitting my 6 figure a year job. Um, as a vice president at a Fortune 50 company in tech, right? And so with that, obviously if I'm not making six figures, with my digital products, then I had to do other things. And those other things were a distraction from the thing that I really love doing. And that is teaching and creating and creating digital products and helping other beauty professionals do the same. And that was something I was very passionate about, but I had to do other things because I wasn't making the money that I wanted to make. So there's a lot of things that I have learned over this time once I cracked the code and I put it into a system. So for those of you guys who are part of my program, it's called the Six Figure Business System, and it's a program that I put together to package up all of those things, right? To make sure that everybody had the understanding. And even if you don't understand, you can still get to six figures. It's the program, the things that I always wish that I had, the things that I realized I was missing that really made my journey so long, right? So some of the pieces of that are the fact that I have pre-recorded content, and that content allows people to set their own pace. I didn't want to hold people back. Originally, I was teaching all of the content live, but then I found that some people were on the fast track. They were like, hey, they'd show up to class on Tuesday and they'd say, hey, I'm going to do my class on Sunday. So I didn't want to hold people back. But then I also noticed that there were also people, who wanted more hand holding. And so what I do is every single Tuesday at noon Eastern Standard Time, I meet live with my group coaching program. I take over their computer. If they need it, there's no reason that you should be stuck. Even if you're not technical, you will still have help. If you have questions about strategy, I know a lot of times when we're excited about something, we get really distracted. Okay. We get really distracted. It's the next shiny object. This person's talking about text marketing. This person's talking about email marketing. Oh, what should I do? This person's talking about Kajabi. This person's talking about something else. And it's very interesting. It's very easy for us to get confused and then, frustrated and kind of stop. And I've had a lot of false starts. I would start and stop. And because I had so many other things going on, that really prolonged my journey, right? And so what I really want to talk to you guys about today is the digital game. And here I come with my big announcement. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and share my other screen here with you guys. Let's see here. We're going to pick this one. All right, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Okay, so my big announcement here is the fact that I am actually coming out with another book. For those of you guys who've been following me for a while, you guys know that's how I got started in the industry. I wrote a book called The Social Barber. And it was really, at that time, I was really focused on using social media to help Beauty professionals get, customers to their barbershop, their salon, their spa, whatever it is they were doing. And so, since then, since the pandemic of 2020, right? My focus has shifted so much and it taught me so much. I learned so much about how to make real money online. And it wasn't even just about the money, right? It wasn't even just about the money. It was really about showing up for my community. So many beauty professionals were um, unable to work, right? Government mandated shutdowns. I know you're like, I don't want to talk about that anymore. I understand, but that's an important lesson that we can all learn from. And the lesson was showing up for people. So many of my people were unable to work. And so I said, oh my gosh, I got to get to work. I got to stop being a perfectionist and I have to show up for my people. And so I started teaching a lot of classes in 2020 about how to make money from home. I did Shopify classes. I did, gosh, webinar classes. I did t-shirt business classes, one-on-one coaching classes, just to show people how they can start their own one-on-one coaching business. Okay. And that was something that, I was really passionate about. And it's funny because when I finally hit that six figures, I was selling a lot of $27 and $39 classes. Guys, I even had $10 classes. Okay. So it was kind of crazy, but I learned so much about it. And so, dun da da da, drum roll, please. I am releasing my new book called The Digital Game. This is not the official cover, by the way, but that is coming soon. I'm so excited because I have several other students that, I've been able to pass down my information and they've been able to launch and sell their digital products. In addition, I have several students that are now trending towards six figures. And guess what? I officially have a seven-figure student. Let's see if this video, if you guys can hear this, please let me know. If you can't, I'm going to go ahead. Let me see. And if you guys are joining me on YouTube, you can go ahead and make comments. Go ahead and drop a one in the comments. Let me make sure that you can hear me okay. But yes, one of my students has actually reached seven figures and he was able to take that knowledge and also help, coach somebody else to seven figures as well. So it is something that works. It's kind of amazing when you just share what you know, how that can have a ripple effect on other people's lives as well. Okay. Let me see if you guys can hear this video. If not, I'll have to pull it up a different way. Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and pause this. I'm going to have to share this a different way because my people can't hear it. Okay. But you guys know Millionaire Barber. He has officially hit seven figures on with his digital products online. Okay. So I will be sharing that with you guys as well. Okay. So in the book, I'm really breaking down the 10 secrets that nobody is really sharing, guys. People are not sharing this information. I know I have spent tens of thousands of dollars learning how to do this. I've taken so many classes from other people, and that's why I was driven to do this and driven to share this. Okay, I will be officially launching this book at the Premiere Orlando show this weekend. Okay, so I'm super excited about that as well. I am going to actually have a classes that I will be doing as well as a booth. Okay, so I've got a lot going on. If you want to go ahead and actually book, I will be doing some one-on-one consultations. Okay, yep, I will be doing some one-on-one consultations for a few people and really breaking down some secrets behind, creating and selling digital products. Because guys, there really are secrets that people do not talk about. There's things that you realize by doing it, right? And there's things that, the way that a lot of times the way that I thought it worked, that was not the way that it worked. Okay. And I just thought, because a lot of times I would watch people online and it seemed like, everyone made it seem like, oh, if you just put a product out there, then people will buy it. And I am here to tell you guys, okay, I have done more than 100 products. Yes, I have more than 100 products in my online school. I have deleted some. Okay. I have literally deleted some. But at this point, with me having, all of those digital products, I can tell you guys, just because you create a product does not mean that someone will purchase it. Okay. So here you can see, let me move my banner here at the bottom so you guys can see the bottom of this. Let's do this here. I will hide this here. Okay. So perfect. So you guys can see I will be at Premier Orlando June 4th through the 6th. Okay. June 4th through the 6th. And I will be doing free consultations, and I am doing classes every single day. Okay. Every single day. And I'm so excited to meet all of you guys. I will have physical books available. Okay. I know you guys are like the digital girl. Yes. You guys know I'm going to have ebooks, but I'm also going to be having a physical book available there. So I will be having classes Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Okay. And having a booth. My team and I will be at our booth as well, booth 3420. Okay. And the floor will be open on Sunday and Monday. So it's going to be a lot of fun, super exciting. I can't wait to meet you guys. Like I said, physical products will be there as well. One of the things that I have done is this past week, just kind of getting ready for this launch of this new book. One of the things that I did that was very interesting for me is I actually went ahead and I went live, right? I actually went ahead and I went live with, while I was setting up my book for print. And I actually showed other people how they could take their ebook and send it off to print. So that was very interesting for me. So instead of me doing a webinar where it's kind of, where I'm the only person that can talk and everybody can only chat and type in the chat to talk to me, I actually went ahead and I said, you know what? I don't have a whole bunch of pretty slides, but guess what? If you guys want to come join me, I'll show you what I'm doing. You want to see behind the scenes of what it looks like to actually get a physical book. And so I have that recording that's offered to the people in my online school as well. Okay. So that's, just guys, it's really about community, right? One of the biggest things, and I know that this is so weird when people say community sounds like this, this weird little fuzzy thing, like we're going to meditate on this, right? But really building community kind of means like showing up when it's hard. It means making a way. It means making yourself available. Okay. And one of the things that I did is that in my program, okay, in my 6-figure business system program, one of the things is that I actually do have a live chat, right? I have a private community where people can reach me outside. And let me tell you, some of my people were working this weekend. They were asking a lot of questions, trying to figure out, okay, how do I get my digital product launched? Hey, I'm stuck here. And there were a lot of people who, literally were kind of like, hey, I'm stuck. I'm working on this. And so I was able to answer their questions, even though we did not have a meeting at that time. Okay. So it's not easy. When I think about building community, you guys, building community is not easy. Okay. I don't think about it as being an easy thing. Okay. For me, what I think about with community is showing up even when it's hard, listening to other people, finding out what other people need. Okay. That's easiest when you have something that you specialize in. Okay. When you have something that you specialize in, then people know what to ask you about, right? If you are a specialist in something, people know what to actually ask you about. Okay. So for me, people know me for digital products and they understand, hey, I want to ask her, how do I create and sell these digital products? How do I automate this? How do I do funnels, right? How do I do organic marketing, right? All of those types of things, people understand what they ask me about. And so that way I can show up for my community in that way. Okay. That's something I can listen to them when people tell me, I had people saying, hey, I want to know how to do a webinar. Okay, how do we do the webinar? You do the free webinar and you sell the thing at the end. How do you do that, right? And so that's something that I can offer. I could say, hey, I can offer you my webinar slides. I can offer you guys can take my template and understand. And that's something that happens. Okay, so when I first started with just my business, even in 2015, I had just written my book, The Social Barber. I didn't plan on having an online school. I was not that planful about it, guys. It was something that was on my heart. Not going to go into the whole backstory about that right now, but it was something that was on my heart that I knew I was supposed to do. And so what I did was I wrote the book, and then I started going live on Periscope every single day, just because I wanted to share social media marketing tips, and so people would know about the book and how the book would help them. Because all the information I had in the book, it would be very hard for me to tell that to every single person, and so that's why I went ahead and put it in a book. Okay. So I actually want to highlight. We've got some great comments over here. Latanja Wood said, "Congratulations, season! Thank you so much, guys. Guys, writing a book is almost like birthing a child." Okay, it's like this thing, like, oh my gosh, I brought this thing to life, and I really feel like that about digital products as well. Like when you have your own online school, when you have your own ebook, when you have your own physical book, any of these things, it really is, it's not easy, but it is about community. Okay. Okay. Also, Lady CB Getting It said, yes, I can't wait. That's Cassandra. And Cassandra is also a member of my group coaching program, the Six Figure Business System. Very helpful, and your patience is the best part. Okay, so Cassandra, it's so interesting. Cassandra, I've actually highlighted Cassandra in my book as well. You know, she was really thinking a lot about, what should I teach about? What do I teach about? And she's finally hit her niche, right? She finally hit her stride. She's finally understanding, like, oh, this is what I want to teach about. And it's so amazing. You guys have to check her out. Go ahead and drop your Instagram in the chat for us as well, Cassandra. So Cassandra, I was actually talking about Cassandra. I was in a nail tech room today on Clubhouse. And, a lot of beauty professionals I find are entrepreneurs, and people are always, looking forward to figuring out how to make money, right? Passive income. And so Cassandra actually offers a class, which I paid for, I bought, and I took. And she has so much amazing information in it about how to create short-term rentals for traveling nurses. Okay, so let me see if I can get her. She's probably working. Okay, she is a cheer mom and a barber stylist, and she has been dropping the gems when it comes to, getting started with short-term rentals for traveling nurses. Okay, so it's not, you don't just have to teach about the beauty industry. Anything that you can turn that into a digital product and make it something that can help other people. And it makes it so amazing because people don't have to physically be with you. Okay, they don't have to physically be with you, and you can still impact and help other people. Okay, so I'm excited, even for the relaunch of her class. I'm excited for the launch of my book. Like I said, guys, make sure that you guys come and attend these classes. Okay, my class at Premier Orlando is free. I know, crazy, right? My class is free, and I want to make sure that everybody gets this information, because you guys, people aren't really sharing it in this way, or people are kind of telling you things that they're kind of posting and telling you, hey, as long as you put a product out there, people will buy. And guys, I'm here to tell you that it doesn't work like that. It literally, I'm not trying to be negative. I want to keep it real. Okay. You do have control over it. You don't need a lot of followers. Having a lot of followers does not mean that you will sell a lot of products, in physical or digital. Okay. You guys know I've told that story many times about the influencer in Miami, and she had 2.6 million followers, and she was starting a t-shirt line. Okay. She was starting a t-shirt line, and she needed to sell 36 t-shirts to get her t-shirt, with the company that she was partnering with. She had to sell a minimum of 36 to get started with the line. She couldn't sell that 36 with 2.6 million followers. Okay. So I really want to encourage people all the time. It's not about, just having a bunch of followers. It's about having the right followers and really building the right community. Okay. Yes. So you guys, for sure, make sure that you do that. Okay. Make sure also that I'm going to be having a lot of specials at the show. They're only available at the show. So make sure that you connect with me. I'm excited about that as well, that I'm going to be able to, to offer those types of things. Guys, like I said, I have some special bundles that are only going to be available at the show. Some specials, to help you get going with your library of digital products. Okay. So I'm excited. I need to know, Yay, Infinity Harris said, I can't wait to see you in Orlando. I can't wait to see you either. Guys, I don't go to a lot of in-person events, if you guys haven't known that. Okay. I don't do that. It's really, I don't do a lot of those. I really don't. For those of you guys who see me, I don't do a lot of those in-person events, but I'm excited about this one. Please, guys, make sure that you guys do go ahead and sign up. Okay, make sure that you go ahead and sign up. I will be, make sure you're on my email and or my texting list as well. I do have that information in the description here on this video. So I will be doing some free one-on-one consultations, okay, and free classes while I am there, as well as I will be at my booth in, I believe it's the new barber area there. So I'm super excited and I look forward to seeing you guys. Okay. I see Cassandra had help. She had a great comment here I wanted to share. She said, with the help of the 6-figure business system, made it all possible. Oh, see, and it's so amazing. I can't wait. Like, people are literally like asking me, like, I need to figure out how I can take that class. Guys, her class was really good. And I'm telling you right now, one thing that I have learned early on, because a lot of people get really excited by all the bells and whistles and all the rigmarole and the showmanship, right? When it comes to like even social media, even with your digital or your physical products, people like all the the glitz and glam and everything. And one thing that I have learned the hard way, okay, is that I really like to take classes from people who are on the way up as opposed to the people that are the most popular. I know that might sound weird, but I find that when I'm taking classes from people who are, on the way up, and they're experts, they may be lesser known experts, I find that I get a lot like better information. I don't want to say better, but like I get a lot more details. I get a lot more one-on-one time with them. I get a lot more opportunities to ask them questions, I've paid a lot more for a lot less. Make sure that you find people, vet them a little bit, right? Vet them a little bit. I think it's important to find people who actually know how to do the work. All right. I've taken a lot of classes from people, and it's almost like they were the expert on a particular topic, but they actually didn't know how to do the work. They probably had a team in, Pakistan or somewhere else, and there's nothing wrong with that, but they actually didn't know how to do it. They were a great talker. Okay. They were a great talker. And I think it's important, depending on what your goals are, that you have somebody that you have access to, that you're able to ask questions, and that they actually know how to technically do the work. Because for me, I like the details. Okay. I really like the details, and that makes a difference to me. Okay. Okay. So you might have to ask that question again. It says, how are you going to know or learn the experience from the new one? Okay. So the new book, in the new book that I'm launching here, let me go ahead and share that again here. In the new book, I am really breaking down a lot of the stuff that was a barrier to me from making real money with my digital products. Okay. So, in the past, it took me a long time, and I'm very technical. So it wasn't the tech part. So forget about that. If you think that that's the barrier from you making the money that you want to make, I'm here to tell you it's not. Sorry. Okay. It's not the tech part. I know that. I now know that. Okay. It is not the tech part. It is, but I want to make sure that everybody understands, just a lot of the mindset issues. I want to give people the strategies to selling. There's a lot in there. There's so much in there. And I've also done some crazy thing where I've actually given you access to digital tools. Okay. So people that are actually taking the book, right, that actually get the book, you guys, I have a special place for you guys to get access to more things as well. Okay. And other ways that you guys can actually get and learn more about digital products. So even if you're like, oh, how am I going to learn this from reading a book? I also have some special lessons and things that are available to you guys. So you guys do want to make sure that, you grab the book, and get access to the other tools that I have as well. Okay. So it is a book, but there is it's not just the book. I know that sounds so weird. I am launching a book. It's called The Digital Game, but it's not just the book. The people who have the book will have access to other resources, some video content, some downloads, some tools that you're going to be able to use. Okay. So it was too important to me. It's a shift that I made in my business, but I need to make sure that you guys have the tools that you need so that you guys can understand how you can create and sell digital products. It's not just about the selling. Okay. It's not just about the selling, you guys. It's about having choices in your life. Okay. That's what it's really about. It's about having choices in your life. And I want to make sure that all my people have choices, right? How many days do you want to work a week? How much money do you want to make? Do you want to have, paid vacations, or, you're a business. And a lot of times when you work for yourself, you're giving up your benefits package, right? That you would get if you were working at a company. Well, guess what? My people, okay, my people have learned how to create their own benefits package, like paid time off, okay, like maternity leave. Okay, one of my students, I spoke with her yesterday. She's actually being featured in my book. She is on maternity leave right now, and she's still making money from her digital products. Come on, y'all. Come on. How else could you do that if you were on maternity leave? Even with selling physical products, right? You still would have to print out labels and ship those products out. You'd also have to monitor your inventory and make sure you have enough so you're not overselling. With digital products, you don't have those issues. Okay. I actually have a funny story that I feature in there also about another one of another one of my students who actually was frustrated. Okay. She was frustrated and she felt like, season, this isn't working. I'm not quite sure what to do. Like, this isn't working. And we went and looked into her back office, you guys. She had $7,000. I think that was it, or $10,000. I got to look. It's in the book. Okay. She had $10,000 that she had made, and she didn't know she made it because people are able to pay and get their product without you having to intervene at all. Okay. So it's kind of amazing. Okay. Yes, there is. It's not something that, hey, new guy, the barber, is saying, we want to know the secret of so we can also share. Listen, guys, there are tons of secrets about creating and selling those digital products. And it's not something like that I can just tell you all at one time. That's why I put it together in a book. Okay. I've shared some of those things with you now. One of the biggest things is about making sure that you're building community. And also, when you're building community, that you can reach people outside of social media. Some of the people that have come on here right now, they came because they got my email, or else they got my text message. Okay. They joined my email list. I mean, I remember one time Instagram went down. Okay. And guess what? I sent out an email and I said, hey, Instagram is down. Join me on Clubhouse. Okay. That's part of building the community and being intentional about it. Like, a lot of people think community has to do with followers. It does not. It does not. Okay. Building community means showing up when it's hard. Okay. Building a community is not about the pretty stuff. And I know we talk about, people love to talk about branding and marketing and feel like, oh, look, I've got all this pretty stuff down here, right? Look at my little ticker at the bottom, right? I've got all this stuff. It's in my brand colors, all that good stuff. But guess what? At the end of the day, part of my brand is showing up for my community. And my people, they know maybe sometimes my bio might not be filled out on the side of my class, right? Inside the class, it'll say your instructor, and it might say ipsum lorem. I know this is terrible. You guys don't want to hear this, but this is how I have learned to show up for my community, because I have so much information that will impact and change the lives of my barbers and my hairstylists, my nail techs, my estheticians, my cosmetologists. And so I found that it was really selfish for me to be really worried about that. Right. I would not teach classes sometimes because I felt like, my slides aren't pretty enough. And I just had all these different reasons for why I wouldn't do it. Right. But all of those reasons had nothing to do with the impact that I was having on my people and the message that they still needed and the tools that they needed to actually create passive income in their life and build generational wealth for their families. Okay, so I had to get over my own ego. I really did. I had to get over my own ego. Okay, and that's when you get over your ego, when you get over your ego, that is when you start building community. You show up for people how they need you to show up and when they need you to show up. and it's not always easy and it's not pretty. Okay. That's why sometimes now I'm like, hey, I'm going to jump on here. I'm going to go live. I'm just going to go live. I don't like to spend as much time, you know, just spending time on social media, posting a whole bunch of stuff. I'm like, hey, I got to be in my community, helping them, making sure that they're getting their digital product out. Okay. For sure. Yes, yes, there is absolutely new guy the barber saying thanks, but there's going to be more advertising. You have to have advertising, obviously. Okay, it doesn't matter. You could have the most amazing product. Like you could literally have a digital product showing somebody how to make $1 million in 1 minute. But if nobody knows about it, nobody will buy it. Okay. So it is, you do have to market, you have to promote it, you have to create urgency and scarcity. Okay. I go over all of that in the book as well. There it's a lot. And I didn't understand that part. I had the tech part, I had great information, but I had to sell it. I had to build a community, listen to what they need, and I also had to make sure that they understood how did it impact their life? How did it better their life? Right? How do I solve their pain points? Right? What's keeping them up at night? What are they worried about? And telling them, hey, you don't have to worry about that. I can help you with that. That's how it works. That's how building a community works. That's how creating solutions. That's how marketing works. Okay. I'm not just telling you to sell people things that they don't need. You're going to sell things that people need. Every single person that's listening to my voice is an expert in something. You know something like the back of your hand that you can talk about for more than an hour without doing any research. You know how you can you can change somebody else's life with the information that you already know. There are people that are wish to be where you are right now. And I know sometimes we kind of have this thing where we're not appreciating where we are at this moment. Okay? But remember yourself 5 years ago. Remember how you longed to be where you are now, and we don't appreciate it and celebrate it enough. And so if you go back and you think about that person, right? If you go back and think about that person that you were 5, 10, 15 years ago, talk to that person. Okay? So if you think about that person and what that person really needed to get to where you are now, okay? That is who you talk to. That is what you focus on because you already know the pain points. You know what they struggled with. You know what was challenging. You know what kind of questions they have. You know what they don't know. You've learned a lot to get to where you are now. And so you have something to offer, okay? You have something that can make somebody's life easier, right? You have something that can help people make money faster. You have something that can help people actually have more freedom and change their lives. And for me, I feel like it is, a blessing and a gift that I was given from God, and I need to share it. Okay, I need to share it with other people, and so they can share their message, right? They can share their message and they can impact other people's lives. Now, I know Cassandra's class, that's going to impact other people's lives, right? Pierre's class on fading, that's going to impact other people's lives. Okay, he has a barber school in South Carolina. Okay, so all of these things that you have, this information, a lot of times we like to do classes in person. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But imagine being able to impact the masses and being able to take your knowledge online. Okay? Okay? All right. Yep. So take your knowledge online. Okay. When you take your knowledge online, it's kind of amazing something that happens, right? All of a sudden, your community becomes really big, and there's these people that you meet, and you're like, oh my gosh, like I have students in Africa. It's amazing. Okay. And so that's something that I absolutely want you to understand. You're not limited to the people that can physically come to you. Okay. You are not limited to that. All right, so let me see. Hey, Governor Biggs. We've got people on Instagram as well. So quick recap, guys. Quick recap. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. First of all, I am going to be at Premiere Orlando. Okay, this weekend. So I am excited about that. This is my first time being to a show in a minute. Okay, it's been quite some time. And at Premier Orlando, I am actually launching my new book, The Digital Game. And you're going to discover 10 secrets to hitting six figures with digital products online, even if you have no audience, no budget, and no tech skills. Okay, so I will be sharing that as well. Okay, that will be physical. It's a physical book. I will have a physical book, guys, at Premier Orlando. I'm actually launching it there. So definitely, I will be teaching classes. I actually have a booth there as well, and I'll be teaching classes every single day. So I hope to see you all there. Do make sure I've dropped some resources into the chat in the description. Okay, you can actually get the first module of my six-figure business system program, so that you can understand, what it takes to actually. You can actually understand what it takes for you, okay, to start making six figures or even seven figures without standing behind the chair, behind the table, or the brush. Okay. So, guys, thank you so much for joining. This is Beauty to Bank, and this is where I share with my beauty professionals how to make money without standing behind the chair. Guys, I appreciate you. And next week, I will be in Orlando, so we'll probably have a rerun of the Beauty to Bank show, but do make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any of the goodies. And I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.